Guys, let me tell you why I was a little bit late today. Hell of a day today, all right? Hell of a day.
Okay.
It's insane. Okay, so I'm out there, as someone that want to. This is one thing me and Philip have in common, and I operate on a schedule, as you guys know. As someone with an addictive personality, it works best to work on a schedule. So on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do my jogging. I'm not a big runner guy, but I do like to do it 3 days a week to keep my youth. You know what I'm saying, Snoot? You understand that.
Of course. It's obvious you got to work hard at that. You're slacking, apparently.
So I'm out there. About 10 minutes left. I go for 30 minutes or so. 10 minutes left, I get a phone call. And usually I don't give a fuck about phone calls. I block everybody. I'm like, what the fuck is this? All right, so I got to, hold on. It's my kid's school. Like, oh, here we go.
Oh.
So I am out of breath like shit.
Negligent parent alert. What? Negligent parent alert. What are they saying?
Hello. Yeah, what's up? And they said, your son's down here, and he's got lice.
Oh, boy.
And then, of course, she has to throw in he said he's been itching his head all week. I was like, come on. He has not been itching his head all week. Fuck off.
You didn't coach him to, not answer questions to the principal, that kind of thing. That's just gonna incriminate all of you.
Exactly. So now I'm pissed. Like, no, he didn't. This is the first I'm hearing about. That sounds like you're a douchebag, too, right? Like, oh, I've never heard that. Like, do you not talk with your children? Or
Plus, you're out of breath, so it just sounds like you've been beaten off all morning.
Yeah, I got it. Coming right over there.
Which, 99% of times would be right, but not today. Okay.
And I think, good point, Dr. Pignosis. There is 2 weeks ago, we covered Philip's ants. I think there's some kind of karma. Philip mentioned karma. I think it's back.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah.
So then I got to go rush to the school.
Luckily, you're not announcing this horribly embarrassing thing live to approximately 500 or more people.
Definitely.
So soon after the embarrassing story about the piss. Go on.
Yeah, okay, definitely. And then I got to go to the school, and they tell me, okay, just so you know, it's if he, all the steps you got to do, and everyone's looking at you like you got disease.
They're keeping away from you. They're looking suspiciously at the baseball hat that you're wearing.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. Well, let's bring them. Are you?
Take off your hat. Do not take off your hat, sir.
You're ALT's kids. Okay. Yes. Come this way, please. Right away. Over here. And then then.
And they do the whole thing where they burn the clothes and they dress them up in burlap sacks.
No, we don't do that. Yeah,
that's bread bags
a long time ago. Many years ago.
No? Okay.
But then I got to run into Walmart, get all the crap, the special shampoos and all that nonsense.
Yeah, shave their head.
And it affects, I tell them the story because it affects you guys. No, WPIG 6051 is dark tomorrow because kids got to stay home tomorrow. And Chew is busy. So it is my day to be daddy time.
Now,
anyways.
Before we continue here, and I'm just going to take a very quick step back from here in the studio before I say this, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Have you examined your own scalp for various pests and insects?
Well, yes, I have. Chew gave me a great rub down and inspection, and there was nothing. Well, usually she checks just down below, but today we did go upstairs as well, and there was nothing there either.
Still nothing there either, huh?
Mm-hmm. I've been known to have a few pests in my day, but
yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Big pest, massive pest, I'm sure.
Okay. They got a lot of real estate down there. I don't know about you, but there's a ton of real estate down below.
Now,
anyways,
so what are we doing? Are we boiling clothes? Are we bleaching the children? What's going on now?
No, you just gotta
next step?
You gotta get those little stupid combs and look for the eggs, and then put the eggs out, and then you gotta wash the clothes. It's not a big deal once you did it.
No, of course not.
It's fine. But then tomorrow they'll be totally not sick, but have a day off from school, so we got to find stuff to do. And they're not really sick, so it's not like we can just, just lay around. It's not like that. You got to entertain them, so we'll see.
Now, as damage control, have you managed to spread enough misinformation around the school that it wasn't lice and that they just did have a horrible disease of some kind? Because you got to get ahead of that story right now.
Yes, I know, because now everyone thinks we're the dirty parents. I know that. I definitely know that. But anyways, moving forward positively here. Right. Let's try to get to today. I found a few fun things.
And what does your father do, Junior Insider? Well, he runs a 4 times weekly podcast about a man from Renton, Washington, where he calls him a gouty pig roach.
I tried to explain that. It's like, why do you always see this guy? And I said, well, no, he's just a guy we kind of talk about, and he thinks it's a positive thing. So I have to try to show it's not positive, but I can't say we just make fun of him. That's not cool either, right?
Oh, yeah, so that's a bad. Yeah.
We don't really like him, but we talk about him. He's like, oh, okay, so you're like fans? Like, no, not really fans. It's tough.
Yeah, it's you just got to explain in terms of Survivor, right? It's like if there was a character character from Survivor that was really interesting, and a lot of people wanted to talk about. You know,
that's always what I go to. There is bad guys that are interesting to follow, right? That's what I do.
Yeah, true.
Anyway, big up Twerk to Spec, who says this auto played after a song on YouTube Music ended. Oh, is there anybody out there? I did say last week, Snoot, I was the top 0.005% of Michael Oakley fans, and I'm proud of that. Proud. I love this man. He's a gentleman and a scholar.
Big ups to him and to you for being such a good fan.
Definitely. Jay Wusso says, shaving the heads to start a cult, sneaky play, sir. No. I've said before, my older son has long hair, and he will not cut it for anything. So he is dedicated to it. And
maybe that's the lice getting to him. You know,
I think so too. But he would rather die. He would rather die than cut his hair. So that's where he's at. And we try to say, like, you might have to cut your son.
How's he doing? Is he clear? Is he good?
No, he's the one.
Doing?
He's the one.
Oh, he's the one.
He's the one that had it.
Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to change some rules about haircutting in this house.
Exactly.
That would be my first. That would be my first step. But go ahead.
Big ups to Swaggy Davis Jr., always a legend. And Logan K says, teach the kid to ask, am I free to go? And can I call my lawyer? Teach him early. No one likes a narc. Yeah.
I am respectfully declining to respond as per my Fifth Amendment rights. That's all you have to say, folks.
Am I free to go? Am I free to go?
Am I being detained, sir? What is the crime, sir? What is the reasonable cause? That doesn't work, actually, so don't try that.
Yeah, like they're allowed to. I'm not talking about that. I know there's some rules about that. They still have a chance. They have a. I don't know. We're not talking about this. Anyway, no serious topics today. Fuck serious topics. Done. Done with it.
Tired of it. Itchy with it. My scalp. Go on.
I'm itchy with it.